Hey, what's up? This is Alex. This is Release History video series, and here we have release 1.2 now, the mobile version, and we have a phone. I performed a clean install, so we have no inventory, no equipment, no gems, and as you can see, the phone is in the force offline mode. So in this video, we're going to talk about RPG flavor and the boss battle and all this stuff. And for that, we are going to create an offline game with RPG flavor. So as the phone is offline, some options are grayed out, and all I can change is the RPG flavor and the board size, and I will start with the small board. Okay, so in this release we introduce kind of roguelike RPG mechanics, and the whole concept is a standard. So you start at the floor 1, you accumulate some loot by completing the floors, right? You ascend at some point to claim the stuff you gained, and you come back stronger to get deeper. Okay. So currently there are no bonuses for reaching particular floors or some of that stuff. So it is just, the challenge itself that would drive you to get deeper. But I hope to find some perks to motivate players to do so. And in our case, to complete the floor, we need to solve the board and to defeat the boss. And for the first phase, the board will still have 8 lives, right? And in case I do not lose it all, I reach the boss battle. Okay. As we now support cooperative RPG mode, the players are now tabs, and this way we can have up to like 3 user icons and user stuff in a small board, right? Because you can have up to 2 players in a party, and in a desktop we can have up to even 4 players in the party, so we have like 5 players in a row here. Okay, and apart from that, you can see that the boss now has just 1 modifier. That's because it increasingly gets stronger, getting 1 more common gem each floor. So on the floor 1 it has just 1 gem, and on the second floor it has 2, etc. And the thing is, for medium and big boards, this still remains the same, right? So you even have a chance of completing the floors on the medium and big boards, even if you have no gear, you have no gems, right? So in order to win the battle, we need to either defeat the mob like it was before, steal the loot like it also was before, but now we have it as a different buttons, and also we have a vote flee, but we'll talk about that a little bit later in the next video, I hope. And in this one I will just use the hit button and we'll see what happens. Okay, so for the successful attacks, be it a critical or a regular attacks, we do not see any damage done because it was an internal stuff, right? And as you know, it just decreases, it clears 1 hit point. And what also was changed is we add a chance of performing evasion or parrying. So this 18% means that the evasion succeeded with a 80% chance. Okay, so when we continue to press the hit button, you see that the log is not being becoming longer, and we just show the last 6 rows. Okay, And well, this time I have lost the battle. That would mean I go to the floor 1 again, right? This exactly is what's happening if I have lost all of my lives. Yeah. So, well, you will lose a lot unless you kind of have a strategy or somehow calculate your strength and power. So how could you go further? Okay, you might have noticed in the previous battle that at some point, yeah, we had a physical defense of the mob +1, right? And it was at some point decreased, and that's how it is now working. So you have a chance of kind of breaking the armor of the mob. Okay, so it blocks at least one hit, and then there is a chance of decreasing it. Yeah, and the last time we were lucky enough to break it, and currently it looks like we're going to die. Okay, so we have lost again. We start over. Oh, okay, it's physical defense again. Okay, and we were able to break it, and hopefully we're going to lose this one. Okay, and after we complete the floor, when we defeat the mob, we have a loot, right? And it's added to our stash. So we can either claim it, that would mean to come back to the floor 1, right? Being a little bit stronger probably. Either or we go to the second floor. So we add this to our temporary stash with the hope of getting more stuff, right? So now I have lost quite a few. Oh, I have lost quite a few lives here, right? And okay, I have lost 5 lives, and probably this is not going to end up well. But let's see. Okay, we were lucky this time, so we can continue, right? And probably at some point you would see that you need to claim your stuff, right? Maybe like this, because we have enough 4 4s, and okay, 4 3 2 1. Unfortunately we have died. Well, I think I will try again, just to show you what happens when we ascend. So let's go maybe again to the floor number 2. Right? The good is, the good thing is, even if you have no gems, as I said, you can play the medium or big boards, because not a good day. Because in case you have not lost a lot of lives during the board phase, you can defeat the boss, right? Because it would always start with a single modifier. Okay, floor number 3. I really want to have my stuff here. Okay, and as I said in the previous video, you need to obtain recipes. So starting from the floor number 3 for the small board, and for the floor number 2 for the medium board, and the floor number 1 for the big board, you have a chance of having the vice boss here, and that would mean that it would drop you the recipe. So once you defeat the boss, you would be able to claim the recipe and ascend. Okay, so well, we had gathered some stuff, and we ascend, right? And we just start over with the floor 1. And I'm probably not going to, I don't know, I can just ascend once more and close the board, and we can see that we have our stuff here, right? So we were able to obtain some stuff. And in the next video, I will probably talk about the battle stuff, like stealing and fleeing the battle in more detail, and maybe show the cooperative stuff. So stay tuned.